Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Let's Play Plague Tale Innocence. We're currently inundated with rats. Thousands of rats pouring in from everywhere, even the windows, every crack in the wall.
The light! They're scared of the light!
And our only defense is the flame of a torch. Reminds me the way they're pouring in of a poem that I love. In at the windows and in at the door and through the walls, helter-skelter they pour.
We have to get back outside, Amicia!
And down from the ceiling and up through the floor, from the right and the left, from behind and before. They're not to be told by the dozens or score, by the thousands they come, and myriads, and by myriads more.
We're going to have to climb up. I'll have to put the torch down.
No, please!
Calm down. There's a torch holder. We'll still have light.
But then what?
We'll find something.
And yeah, that poem is talking about thousands of scores of rats coming for a wicked bishop who baited a bunch of peasants into his barn in the winter, telling them that he would furnish them with food for the winter, and then lock them inside and burn the barn.
Protect us, all right?
All right.
And the thousands of rats that came to gnaw him apart.
So that's their plague. Rats. The priest spoke of a way out through the crypt.
Were supposed to be God's judgment upon this wicked bishop.
Amicia! The three statues!
The crypt of the three saints.
They whetted their
exit
teeth
the
upon the
forest.
stone and then they picked the bishop's
Find another
bones.
way.
Ah, God, I love this poem. I think it's literally just called a God's judgment on a wicked bishop. Okay, so we're gonna have to knock this down to create a little bit of light on the floor
To look.
so we can cross the
Can't do
room.
anything for them now.
It's horrible!
I know. Come on.
Ooh, the strings in this section are strong too.
Climb up.
Yes?
So aside from the foot of this room, everything else completely dark. But oddly enough, the rats don't seem so adept at climbing up here, so even though it's not super well furnished with light, we can come up here and collect a few things. Next time we come to a bench, we should be good to go for at least 1 or 2 upgrades. Depends on the combination of materials we've actually found so far, though.
Follow me.
And then, forget what to do. So we have to get to the other end of the room, where there's light, but no such luck here. Did I miss a stick when I hopped over that barricade? It's either that or there's something I have to do in the attic, like another one of these braziers that I have to knock down with a sling that I just didn't remember to do while I was up there. Yeah, that would appear to be the case. So, I'm going to leave Hugo here,
Stay here.
and then I'm going to head back up and survey the rest of the room, because I neglected to do so. Yep, there it is. Nice and obvious, too.
Right. We'll pass at the same time.
So this one is going to swing, bringing the source of light to and fro. This is really like the
It's
Gears of
alright.
War
You can
1
come.
sequence
Yes.
almost,
Yes.
with the krill. We're just following the light as the brazier swings. One rat
Calm
crawling up my
down.
boot. And relative safety in the stairwell. Oh, hey, a bench. And some fabric and a tool. This sequence is way more intense with the rain pounding down outside. Every time I do an LP when it's storming, I just hope that it doesn't turn into a big clusterfuck thunderstorm
Rats. Oh no.
that ends up knocking my power out.
I don't see any torches. How can we? What are we going to do?
So we have a few solutions here, namely the meat. Before I do that, I want to grab this that was almost bad, the saltpeter, to see if that gives me enough for an upgrade. Because your carrying capacity for upgrade materials is actually pretty low.
But the rats, they eat meat, don't they?
It's might work.
Yeah. So we're gonna knock down whatever meat is tied up there.
That seems to keep them busy.
Are you sure?
Another hound should be enough.
And just distract the rats momentarily so we can move into the light. Oh, and we can even get some more fabric. But I don't feel safe crossing the room again. So we'll just wait till we get to another bench further on. I know there's at least one more before the chapter ends, so we'll be good there.
Down there, the three saints.
So no matter where you go, your objective, the place that you're trying to get to, is always
All right, let's be careful.
visible within a few rooms. They do a really good job at orienting you and kind of reminding you of how close you are to your goal. So up here, there are a couple of candles that are dimly lighting the table. Plus, again, the rats are not super good at climbing.
We won't fall. Hold my hand tight.
So we're going to go across here. There's a torch on the other side of the gate. And we can get the rats to move to the meat. So we can actually get to that. Before we do that... Okay. Took a good look around. Nothing much we can do otherwise.
That torch.
There's a hole in the grating.
I'll lift this up. Can you get the torch?
Yes.
So as Amicia, we'll lift this up, let Hugo go get the torch,
Hugo, hurry up.
and bring it
Come
back.
on.
Are you alright?
Yes. Stay where you are. The ground is rotten.
Amicia, how am I going to get back?
We'll find a way. Don't worry. As long as you have the torch, you'll be safe.
But what about you?
We'll move together. That way, the light coming through the grating will protect me too. Ready?
Ready?
Here we go then. Slowly.
So this is a little like following the light from the swaying brazier.
Very good.
Except way more
Look,
tense.
There's a hole. Do you want the torch?
Yes, there are too many rats on my side.
Okay, so he can pass through.
The hole behind you. That's the only way I can see. Go through there and I'll meet you on the other side.
Are you sure?
Just stop if you see rats. I'll be with you very quickly.
Ah, shit.
Alright, but please hurry.
I already have so much sulfur that I can't pick more up. So Hugo is safe to go through the hole because you can see light on the other end. And now we're free to check the rest of the room out before we move forward. By placing the torch in the holder, because we can't vault over this little obstacle with that in hand. And there's light here, so we're safe.
Quick now. Hugo! What's going on? Hugo! Talk to me! Come on!
Ah, there. So the thing about the sticks is they burn really quickly. They're not torches. So you have a limited amount of time to use them.
Hugo, are you alright?
There were rats. I ran to the light.
Did they bite you?
No, I found a ladder, but there are rats down there.
I'll open a way through for you. We're going to get you down from there.
Okay, so we need to knock this down, grab a stick, light this, and then run quickly to light that one before this torch burns out.
Too quickly. I won't be able
This
to keep them
stick.
back long enough.
And we're good now. So
Perfect.
that... Whoop.
Thank you.
Huh. So we have to go get another stick, set it on fire at that one that we just knocked down, and then go light the brazier that Hugo pushed down. Nope, that's the wrong solution. Oh shit, I'm forgetting how to get back to the other side where the sticks are. What am I... Oh, I completely forgot this was here, and somehow didn't notice it either, despite the bright fire. That clears the path back to the sticks. Take one from the bundle. Not gonna light it there, because it would flame out before we cross to the opposite end of the room, so instead, this brazier's at about the halfway mark. We can drive the rats off. Not gonna stop to pick that up yet, before this is lit, because we're working on borrowed time.
Down now.
Now it's a little safer to do this.
Sorry, I shouldn't have left you alone. It's too risky.
That's alright.
Go back for some fabric. Alright, so we can also go up here. I don't think this is the way to go, not that I remember. I think we have to take Hugo back to the other side of the room and proceed on from there. Now that we're reunited with him again.
I know this drawing.
A tabard from the Crusades.
This is cool, though. It's been since the last Great Crusade, and the Church faces new perils, disease, famine, war. Calamities push humanity towards faith. This need for spirituality, combined with many human losses, forces the clergy to train many priests in haste. But some of the people nevertheless seek answers in paganism, superstition, and dissenting orders. Which, to be fair, a lot of Christian traditions are just appropriated from paganism, so... Also, I've heard this bizarre argument before that the Crusades were defensive wars, and holy shit. That is preposterous. Nope. Not much else going on upstairs unless... Okay, good. So we're just going to take Hugo down
This way. Come on.
and
Yes.
cross the room. Which is safe to do now that we've lit so many fires. Oh, first. Missed that cord. And some more, I think that was sulfur that I couldn't get. Something to that effect. Could actually use that bench sooner rather than later. So that doesn't keep happening. Okay, so this stick is gonna flame out. That's okay though, because we have another bundle over here where we started. You can occasionally just see the bodies that the rats have picked clean. Right down to the bone. And we're finally at our destination.
Crypt. Oh, thank you. We can get out of here now.
Yes, far, far away.
And another bench. Hey, we did it. So, yeah, the pouch and all of this stuff. These are good
Make things a little
upgrades.
easier.
Just improving the sling.
Well, that looks a lot better.
Plus, it frees up some materials so we don't keep running into stuff
Come on.
that we
I'll
can't
help
pick
you.
up.
Yes.
Oh, what's that on the ground?
Should we go anyway?
Yes, we've managed to get this far. We'll be fine. Just stay close.
That's the blight, or the creep, depending on which RTS you're playing.
What's that stuck in the walls?
I don't know.
I think it looks more like blight. Creep tends to be a little more purple.
They did that.
You think so?
Yes, we're in their nest.
So, they're going to be even more angry?
Oh, this close cropped shot here rocks.
You mustn't touch the walls.
Yeah. It's burning my throat.
Now, safety is kind of
Over
close.
there. Light. We're there. We're there, Hugo.
A literal light at the end of the tunnel.
Run, Hugo. Run.
Oh, shit. It's so impressive. The way the rats move and flow, it's like really good liquid physics.
We did it. We did it. We did it.
Amicia, I want to see Mommy. I don't want her to be dead.
Hugo.
I want her to come back. Amicia, so we'll never be able to go back home?
No, it's too dangerous.
Are there rats there too?
Maybe... I don't know, Hugo.
I'm scared. They'll find us when it gets dark.
We'll be safe with Laurentius. Come on.
And again, you can't say that this game is not gorgeous as hell. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, and all the other stuff. Take it easy. Have a good one, y'all.